get straight to the biscuits. World War II. The Nazis are making their mark on Europe. Adolf Hitler wants to take the world and keep it all for himself. Hitler's days are numbered because Danger 5 are on the case.
Get your fascist mouth away from me!
You hit the wall!
I hit a Nazi!
Scouring the furthest corners of the globe to unravel Hitler's most sinister plans.
Now it looks like Hitler is using the bullion winnings from his casino to rearm the entire German army with superior golden superweapons made of gold.
Ilsa was married to Rommel.
I've been married to things a lot scarier than Nazis, my friend.
Marriage is a waste of time, if you ask me.
As long as this is intact, any organism with a crystal implant is completely under our control.
Und ich lade die Alliierten gerne dazu ein, ihn hier so weit unten zu finden.
Well, I guess you have no more mutants left for them to fight. You may as well pardon them.
Oh, I'll pardon them. I'll pardon them each in the face with my gun!
Wait! Don't! Гитлер-император использует это место для зомбирования людей. Здесь они превращают их в солдат-роботов. Так
Domo arigato.
Danger 5 is armed with a cast of powerful newcomers. David Ashby as Jackson, Aldo Mignone as Pierre, Sean James Murphy as Tucker, Natasha Ristich as Ilsa, Amanda Simons as Claire, and Carmine Rousseau as Adolf Hitler. Danger 5.
Oh mein Gott! Hitlers Hund!
Hast du Feuer, mein Lieber?
Drinks?
Now there's some fine television. You're welcome. Let's go. Well, howdy. I'm Lorenzo, and there he is. It's my comic book son, Marcus, also known as Circumstances. What's happening, son? And this week, just like every other week, this lovely Wednesday live stream is brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique. So don't come for them. Please don't. And all that fine television you saw in the beginning there was from Danger 5, which is, I think, produced out of either Australia or New Zealand. Same difference. And it's one of the coolest shows I've ever run into. Only 2 seasons of it exist, I think. The first season, probably a little better than the second season, but the second season is not bad either. But yeah, that's some stuff there, I can tell you.
Yeah, I was also left speechless. I don't know what to call that either. We'll get to it, but Hooked on Juno was familiar with it. We had Jenny in here early. She's ready for some comic relief, so you better be funny tonight, Lorenzo.
Oh well, I'm always funny.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Anyone seen the Green Woman movie? And
I have not. But I will look for it now. I look for some.
Hooked on Juno. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Hooked on Juno is here. What up, homie? Always good to see you. The lovely Miss Janet is here, so I think we're going to be okay, guys. Everything's going to be fine. Space Case Collectibles is in the house. What up to the homie Space Case? Phantom Beat is here. Phantom Beat, what's up? My Discord brother, Sickotron, is in the house. What up, Sicko? Good to see you.
Everybody.
We also have, there he is. Phantom Beat said, this is more like Danger 5 times 10. Janet says, leave it to Lorenzo to dig up the very best and weird and obscure.
That's what I do.
Space Case, second week in a row. I've never seen this.
Oh, stick around, Space Case.
Juno
first is yet to come.
Danger 5 was a staple when I first moved to Alaska. So
you've
never heard of it.
I tell you, Juno, you know what time it is, Juno.
Another one of the Discord homies, Benny Compton, is in the house. What up, man? Maybe someday he'll tell you about the collection he lost.
Sorry.
Sad story. Sad story. We got the homie 80s guy in the house, my flavored whiskey brother. Thank you for joining us tonight, as always. My man 90 is here tonight, and I failed to get to him at last night's show, so I'll just say, hold me now. 6 feet from the edge. That was for you, 90. Thanks for coming through. My man from Cali Comics is in the house. What up, Cali? Appreciate you joining us tonight, as always, my man. Thanks for coming through. And Hooked on Juno wants to know, did you go to Emerald City Comic-Con?
I did not, Juno. I was saying last week that I just didn't feel like traveling last week, and didn't feel like spending any money, and didn't feel like traveling to do so. So I just kind of took this time off, and I'll make up for it at some point. I'm knee deep in comic books, elbow deep, eyebrow deep in comic books. I don't need any more of those, to be honest. But just going, I didn't really know if anybody was going to be there. So just taking the trip just for buy some comics just wasn't worth it for me. But I'm sure it was fine for both that went.
We got James Phelps sneaking in here as well. What up, James? As well as Johnny Boy's Comics, aka the Big Tuna. It looks like. What up, Big Tuna?
Good evening, gents. Hello, boys.
Speaking of cons, we have Planet Comic Con next weekend. I'm excited. I just got approved for a press pass, so I'm excited about that. Look for some Planet Comic Con content from me starting hopefully next week. Man, I cannot get my freaking glasses to not be crooked. There we go.
Welcome to the world of wearing glasses. Somebody slaps the hell out of you, then they get all crooked permanent. How's that happen?
Jeez. We got Devil Flyer Dash Momentum in the house. What up?
Oh, Momentum. What's up?
Scared of you. Goodness. Thanks for coming through, homie. Good to see you. Did you get your books?
Who, me? Yeah, I got a bunch, man. Yeah, you got a bunch too. That today or from last Friday or what?
This is 3 weeks worth.
Ooh, man. Oh my goodness. That
28 books.
That, my friend, I tell you, is a whole bunch of books.
We got some reading to do for sure.
Yeah, you and me both. For real. All right.
Yeah, so with all the delays, all of the books finally came in today. Last week's books and this week's books. So I just came in and got it all together. I'm excited. There's just something. I got them all bagged and boarded. They're all nice and neat. I got them entered into my CLZ. You know, I'm kind of autistic about the process sometimes. I feel like, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of us in the hobby have a little bit of little OCD or something going on with us.
Something's going on with it. Something wrong with me. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So you party at Evergreen. That's right in our nape of the neck right here. Man, that's the college that all the young people love, and a lot of the locals, they call that a so-called college. I don't know what they don't teach agriculture or down there or nothing. So I don't know what they call that, the college for. But people love Evergreen, man. Evergreen is a jewel in this state. God bless Evergreen.
Yeah. Money can fly fast at a con. That's why I'm considering parting with my ASM 300 for a little spending money. I don't know though. I'm debating it.
Yeah, man. That's why I didn't go. Yeah, I was gonna go. I was gonna go maybe on Saturday.
Money goes quick, especially if you plan on getting drunk as fuck.
Yeah, and Gino came all the way from Alaska down there. So man, that's quite a trip. Thanks, lots of reading. And oh shit, man, I got so many things that I'm going to talk about later that I'm just not caught up on yet, that I want to be caught up on. But that's why I just I don't need to buy any more books right now. Not at this point in time,
I slowed down significantly. My LCS even said something because I was picking up 3 weeks and it was just over 100. It was like 115. And he's like, I remember the days when you were like 100 a week. And I was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, unsustainable.
Unsustainable. Whereas for you, my friend, help pay your mortgage, but not for me because it's coming out of my pocket. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, you met the guys from this Greg and Fake. From Santos Sisters, got a hardcover from them. Okay, bought original art from them. Nice, Jeff Darrow and Joe Quinones. Okay, nice. That's good. That's worth a trip. That's worth
Lorenzo loves him some Santos Center. So does Damien.
Mm-hmm. I got one in the list right now that not in the list, in the stack that I've pulled today that I got from the LCS. So yeah. Santos Sisters is one of my things. Yes. You still haven't. I put it in the chat. Apparently, you can only put one question in the chat. Is that the way that works now? I guess I try to put more than one in there, but it only gives you one at a time.
You mean a poll? Yeah, you can only do one poll at a time.
Yeah.
So if you want to do another one, you got to end the current one and start another one.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
so you can give so much time for the first poll and then start another one.
Yeah, I want to accumulate because I wanted to see how many people watched Daredevil Born Again yet. Any episodes at all of that yet? Have you started watching it?
You didn't do a poll though. You didn't ask something actually.
Okay, whatever. Answer the goddamn question.
What was your question again? I'm sorry.
Don't let me go. You want to be held in contempt of court, sir? Answer the question.
I'm sorry. What was the question again? I was just looking at what you did there.
Have you started trying to find flaws in my poll editing?
No, I was gonna answer the poll, and then I saw it wasn't actually a poll.
It's not a poll. Oh, it's a stick instead of a poll. Oh, excuse the fuck out of me. Oh, okay. I was just saying that it's have you watched Daredevil Born Again yet?
No, okay, yeah. Duh. The question of the poll. No, I have not watched it. I like to, as you know, I'm a binger, so I'll binge it the week of the finale, and then I'll watch the finale with everybody. That's how I like to do it.
8 hours worth of programming at one time.
Yeah, in a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days, slam that thing out. Dude, I love watching it where it's like it ends and you're like, oh, what's going to happen next? No waiting for me. I get to go right into what happens next. I love that feeling, dude. That's how I like to do it.
I guess there's a point, but to me, it's like with comics, you can read at your own pace, but you can't watch an hour worth of television at your own pace. That's why
you can.
You can speed watch.
No, you can just watch it. You don't have to watch all of it in one sitting. You can slam out 4 episodes and then move on.
Yeah.
I like watching it at my leisure rather than having to wait. That's all.
Oh, okay.
But I do miss out on the week-to-week conversation that people have. But I also feel like I experience these shows differently because I do experience them as one piece and not this week-to-week thing, you know. So I'm not judging every episode as harshly because it's not my week to talk about it. You know, I don't have a whole week to talk about it. It was just one episode and many for me. We got Mike DeBradley in the house. We also have Larry Love coming through, also known as
what's up, Mike? And of course Larry Love, the beginning and the end and the middle and the man who's behind the quiet storm. Larry Love, thank you so much, my friend.
I also want to mention while I got it on mind is a friend of the channel, Sinopa Publishing, Sam. They've launched Tibby and her time-traveling psychedelic mushrooms #2. They have launched that Kickstarter for the second issue, and there's some spicy-looking art in there. So if you're interested in redheads and you like them thick, I highly recommend that you give it a look-see. But I have already backed this thing. I bought all issue 2 covers. I'm a fan of it. You know, the first issue doesn't have a whole lot of writing, but I really do love the art. And I am interested in what the writing could do given the setup of the book. So I'm all in on this one. And you could be all in too. You can get issue 1 and 2 in this Kickstarter. So if you weren't caught up on 1, you can do both in this Kickstarter. Link is in the chat. It just got started. So if you need time to think about it, go ahead. But of course, with Kickstarter, you don't have to pay right now. You pay when it is successfully funded.
That's how it goes. Yeah, I'm sure we can get them on here before it just started today, so we can get them on before it's over, and we can talk about it a little bit more.
He sent me some sneak peeks at some panels, and I must say, I like Tibby.
I know you do.
Protect Tibby at all costs.
Yes,
that's how I feel.
Yes, protect it. She's a natural treasure. So
if she ain't thick, give her some Bisquick. You feel me?
Oh.
You feel me?
Jesus Christ. Oh, and Terry Moore bought stuff from him too. Oh, yeah, from I know all the stuff he's done. Yeah, Terry Moore.
Johnny Boys mentions that Berserker finally has a director, which has been interesting to me. I was just talking about this today, that Berserker #1 is on the app, as we call it, Key Collector, for a $10 book. I'd be curious to go and look at eBay. Maybe I will hear while Lorenzo's talking and go and see what that #1 is going for now. Even when it's been on the list in the past, it's always still been a $5 book on the list. So I thought it was interesting that it finally did jump to 10 with the announcement of a director. I do think that even though there's 500,000 copies of that book, I think the mass appeal of Keanu Reeves the demand could stretch that with people who don't even collect comics wanting that book. So I've been holding on to my Berserker #1s, hoping that there's an explosion when that stuff finally hits the screen, even though there are plenty of copies of that book. And I have plenty of copies myself. I overdid it. Berserker will always have a place in my heart because It represents the beginning of my return to comic books, and it also represents the 90s mentality that I maintained as I came back. Because you have that 90s mentality where you're buying all these copies of The Death of Superman thinking you're going to be rich. And I didn't think I was going to be rich, but I thought maybe that I could get a little profit if I had these copies of Berserker. And it was one of my first lessons in not rushing out thinking you're going to make money just by buying some comics. It's a very delicate process, that is.
Yes, we all go through that.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't going to grow up. In fact, they've gone down. Oh, well, at least I like them.
They're up now. So if you've been holding on, $10 a pop, it's not bad.
This is your opportunity right now to make hay while the sun is shining a little bit.
I'm holding for $20 a pop. Then I'll be ready.
Oh yeah, maybe. You might want to do that, I guess. But I only bought a few copies, or maybe one or two of the A cover, and I think I bought one copy of the second printing, the silver one, which for a while was higher than the first printing. Now it's come down to earth. It's like maybe $10, $20 now for the second printing, that silver cover. But it was like
it's a rough
$60.
Not the best book, right? No buzz whatsoever about the story. Nobody's talking about the story in that book. No one.
It's nice artwork. Nice. I mean, it wasn't bad. Matt Kent was a writer, so it wasn't a bad story. Well, he was co-writing with Keanu, so he had to go back when Keanu's outlines, and I guess I'm speculating.
So I'm a sucker for immortal stories like Old Guard, which we're getting a second Old Guard from Netflix with Charlize Theron. I'm looking for that. But I'm a sucker for stories about immortals that can go all the way back through time. So if you have an immortal like Charlize Theron's character in Old Guard, what's her name? Andy, maybe. She can go back all the way to before Jesus, to early Greek times. So she's been alive that long. So you can tell stories going back across all time, and that's just really interesting to me. So I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, even though the execution may not have been quite there.
Yeah. Well, it was. I think I maybe dropped off after the third issue. I felt like, okay, it's just not keeping my interest. I mean, it was well drawn. It was, it was like a story of a guy who can't be killed and got stripped down to bones, kind of like Wolverine without claws, I guess. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Space Case Redcoat is doing the immortal better because they're already very early on flexing their muscles with what they can do with this story, which is to give us stories across time. We've been with George Washington. We've been with Albert Einstein. We've been with Benedict Arnold. We've been with all these characters from history, and that's the fun of the immortal and the immortal character, I should say. In Space Case, I think the Northerner is coming up on a cover soon for the Redcoat, and I cannot wait to see the Redcoat and the Northerner react. We've only seen the Redcoat talk about the Northerner, but we've never seen them interact. And boy, I'm loving that. I'm looking forward to that. I love that book. I'm loving the whole Ghost Machine thing. I'm all in on it.
Well, I'm partially in. I know that's all good. I just can't afford to buy every single one of them, but man,
I'm buying all of them. Seriously, I'm not leaving any on the shelf. I'm buying all of them.
I got number ones from almost all of them, but I'm not following anything except Geiger pretty much, and sometimes Redcoat.
Yeah, first page, 80-page Geiger, first appearance of Redcoat. If you have the special cover, you also have the first cover appearance of Redcoat, which I have both of those. Yeah,
yes, pretty sure I do too. Yeah, so I always get those number ones, man. That's where it's at for the indies. Stories that come along later on, just if you want to enjoy the story, but for speckability, those number ones.
Before we get to your books, I just had an interesting question. Is gun to your head. 10 years from now, we'll give you a 10-year time span. What's the next Walking Dead of comic books?
It's already out, but I would say.
I mean, yeah, 10 years gives you plenty of time for it to get to,
shit.
What is something that could be the next Walking Dead, which is to say this comic book phenomenon that makes huge strides in the mainstream, right? Space Case says SIKTC. I agree. I think that one has strong possibility. Very, very strong possibility.
Possible.
I don't know though. I'm reluctant because I'm a sucker for it. I'm reluctant to pick that one. But yeah, if you had to pick one, I think if I had to pick one though, I probably would pick that one, Space Case. But what would you pick?
That's a good pick. Off the top of my head, I would say what's the furthest place from here? That could go on indefinitely.
I would love for that to be the next Walking Dead. That would be crazy.
That's already
Phil's Trees House has a great guess with Beneath the Trees from Patrick Horvath. And last week I talked about it on FOC and Chill. He has a new book coming. It was on FOC last week, that Free for All book.
Yeah. Free for All one shot. And it's a one shot.
And it is just a one shot. So if you're looking for Beneath the Trees type material, and also you're kind of looking for some anti-capitalist type of vibes, it looks like, from the synopsis of the book. Yeah, I know you're gonna love it, Lorenzo. Yeah, so definitely check out that Free for All. I definitely grabbed me a copy. Phil is all in with you on the What's the Furthest. I'm also all in with you. I love that book. Not enough buzz about that book, for sure.
Yeah, when it gets to some kind of a spotlight, it gets some kind of a project, the people will look at it and say, "Oh, this is pretty damn good. Where's this been all this time?" And I think
what I just realized is that I need to do a video on What's the Furthest Place from Here. I absolutely need to do one.
There you go.
And we're gonna do one. It's going to take me a while because I got a couple of things in the pipes I'm working on, but that's on my list of things to do, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
What's the furthest place? The people need to know about what's the furthest place from here.
Yes. Planetary is something I hear a lot about. I have not read it yet. That's got like a strong following. Like what's the other one that has the people from other planets or like space people? You know that thing from space. Those people. I can't think of it, but there's another project that's like that too. But Planetary has got a good following already, and a lot of books are already out there. So that's another thing.
Phil says we need an 18-issue hardcover of What's the Furthest, and I'm inclined to say no because I will absolutely spend my money on that book.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a sucker for a hardcover, so if they made that, I would have to have it.
Bless your heart, Space Case. Read my mind. Saga. That's what I was trying to say. Saga is another one that could possibly.
Could that be the next Walking Dead? Absolutely, it could. Yeah. I agree.
Yes.
Johnny Boy's Comics says Strange Academy, which another great possible one.
I would love that. I feel like Strange Academy is just like waiting in the on deck circle, man. I mean, you notice all these first appearances, and Emily Bright, the character. What are you going to do with Emily Bright, man? She did a heel turn at a certain point. We haven't seen her at all in any of the I don't think in any of the Strange Academy one shots and the short series. And it's got this Doom Academy just coming out that I haven't had a chance to read yet. Strange Academy is going to be something. Just a question of Marvel would be stupid to let that just die on the vine like that. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do it. Just a matter of time. Mark my word for it. It's happening. And Kaya, Willie, wherever you are, Willie, shout out. Willie always talking about Kaya. And the first few issues of that was very good, which I read. A lot of people don't know about that. That's another possibility.
I want to do a poll. I think that's a great question, actually. I want to do a poll for that.
Yeah. You found it. Was this?
Pat myself on the back for that question. That was a good question.
Don't wrench your arm now. I found a shop dumping the record van. Wow. Well, really? I'd jump on that, man. I would do that.
Ooh, interesting.
Get those, even second prints and whatever, because it took a long time for those to even come out. In the first few issues, you can't find the first printing of those. You do, good luck.
I bought a few cheap from Tifa. I bought some because they dumped some cheap too.
Yeah, $15 is the going price, but you can get them for less than that. That's a steal. You can get I see a lot of them sitting in the stores right now. Like, they're gonna put them on sale. They do. I'm gonna get them. I already got like all the ones that I bought without paying. I've paid full price for, I should say. So I'm looking for bargains now. Like something that came from my comic shop this week was a very good bargain from What's the Furthest Place from Here. That's a really great property that people don't know about, man. Yeah, they do it. I hope Netflix doesn't let that die. You know? But man, Daredevil Born Again, I have to say, I've seen all 3 of them. I want to stay on top because that first episode was just so jarring and good. You know what? I don't want to get any spoilers, so I watched the second and third one now, and who was at the set? They'd seen the second and third ones too. Yeah, so far it's been very good, very very good. Can't see them. I mean, I think anybody that's got a problem with this is they just hate Marvel. You know, I don't think you're being objective. I haven't. La 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 la. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. Space Case. I don't do that here. This is a spoiler-free zone. We'll have none of that in this on these airwaves. By gum. All right. So, hey, well, any more? Oh, other than I'm liking the moves that the Bears are making these days. They're stealing everybody's coaches and everybody's players, which they needed. Other than that, baseball season is up on us. Can't wait for that to happen. Got a good feeling about the Cubs.
Forever Royal.
Forever Royal. Royals look pretty good too. The Royals picked up somebody that you picked up a second baseman that I'm familiar with. I can't remember because you already got your shortstop set, but you got a really good second baseman you guys just picked up.
My baseball knowledge is limited. I do plan to get to know the team this year better than I have the past couple of years. I'm hoping that we're a decent team.
Damn right, Kelly. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm excited. This is the year we should have had the Hard Knocks. Last year was Hard Knocks is almost like the kiss of death. You know how many teams? What happened to the Jets? Jets. Aaron Rodgers out there. Game 1, torn Achilles. Hasn't been the same since. Well, now they got Justin Fields though, so that's another adventure.
I was gonna say, did you see what happened to your guy Justin?
That's my guy. You just became a Jets fan, baby. I'm rooting for the Jets. Go Jets.
Aaron Rodgers still looking for a home. Strangely enough, you'd think he'd have a home by now, but
I think he might land in Pittsburgh. Somebody will take a chance on him just because of his reputation.
I'd rather pay Russell Wilson $20 million than pay Aaron Rodgers $40.
If I had a choice between the two, I would pick Russell because I like Russell.
And he's a lot cheaper too.
He's cheaper and a little bit younger, maybe a little bit less. I don't know, less of a pain in the ass for sure. But
he's in this, what?
Yeah, but Russell has also had his problems both on and off the field. Not controversial, just kind of a guy that keeps to himself. He's not a team guy. It's like who's that Beast Mode? My guy, the running back, used to play for the Seattle Seahawks. He called Russell one time on the phone like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Russell like, "Who this? How you get this number?" Dude, I'm your running back. I play behind you every fucking Sunday. Okay, yeah. So he's a little standoffish, let's say. He's not the guy that's gonna, just gonna be buying like champagne for his offensive lineman and stuff like that. He seemed like a bit of a keep to himself kind of a guy. So whatever. As long as he plays good on the field is all that matters. All that matters. Just let Russ go.
90 is popping. 90 miles from comics is popping for the sports talk right now.
Is he popping? Hey,
he loves it.
Oh, I love the sports talk too, but I don't want to alienate folks who don't like sports, but we do love our sports here. So please bear with us. Just have they haven't run a Super Bowl flag not since Broadway Joe, right? I mean, have they even been in the Super Bowl since Joe Namath? I don't know if they have. I mean, I really don't know. And that was
they got close with Rex Ryan, but no, they never made the Super Bowl.
I mean, that was a fluke because Broadway Joe just like they barely won by the skin of their teeth in that game, but he just got famous because he called it. He was drunk in front of the pool and we're gonna win it all. I'm calling it right now. Like, oh shit, what'd I do? Winning it, this defense backed them up and they won it anyway. I don't know what the 49ers are doing either. You and John Stout like the 49ers. Good luck with all of that, boys. I don't know what's happening with them. I tell you, I think it might be shifting. I hate to say it, Marcus, but it might be shifting the winds might be shifting a little bit in the NFL. It does that from time to time. I mean, your guys are still going to be competitive, but I don't know if they're going to have that dynasty that they envisioned.
No.
Oh God, Seth Meyers. Oh my God, yes. Oh.
Yeah, 90 needs to start a talk show on YouTube where he just yells at somebody about Miami Dolphins football.
that might work. Yeah, that's a whole thing, man. YouTube sports.
Tune in this week as I yell at this new friend about Miami Dolphins football and Tua.
Why not? Oh, and Phil, my soccer friend there, he keep us up on all the soccer news. You know,
who are we, Phil? I think we're the Comets, the KC Comets. I don't even know what we are, actually.
God,
I should probably learn what we are.
God, Seattle has the Sounders, I want to say. Seattle Sounders. Yeah, let's go with that. Seattle Sounders.
That's the men's team, though. Is that the women?
Oh, the women's team. Do we even have a women's team? Damn, fuck.
Current, the Current. I knew that. I swear I knew that.
Well,
KC Current.
KC Current. Okay.
Sporting Kansas. I know the men's team is Sporting KC 90. I was talking about the women. I couldn't remember the women's team. But they're new. They're like a few years old.
What's this butt fumble?
Mark Sanchez when he played for the Jets.
I forgot about that. Jesus Christ. That's on the level with the double doink of the Bears and what other like infamous things have happened to teams that have knocked them out of the playoffs. Oh yeah, when you're known for your flaws, you know, for your missteps, always a bad sign. Always a bad sign. You want to be known for your championships. All right. Any more sports talk? I guess we'll have to wait because I got a ton of books that I picked up from different places. And you got what's good too. I see your video was up, right?
Did, but we can maybe show it next week. If we're gonna do that again, I want to give you the video so you can just share it because it was real choppy when you were sharing the video of the video. Sharing the stream of the stream. Maybe I'll look at it again. But yeah, if you want to share it and you don't think it is, then it was because I'm talking about it in StreamYard. I never actually looked at it on the stream, so maybe it was fine. Yeah. But yes, I do have another book that I reviewed for Blade Forger from Mad Caves. Yes, if you want to do that, I'm down.
Yeah, you put the link in the thing like you did last time, or what do you call it? In the
whatchamacallit.
Exactly. Whatever you call that shit. Just messing around, still messing around with those scenes in StreamYard, which is confusing me. I think I may have messed something up, so I don't want to mess with that until I figure it out.
I saw that. I didn't quite know what that was. I saw that last night.
What are you talking about? I think they're trying to get less linear and more modular, and this is one way of them doing it, but I don't understand what the hell is happening with it yet, so I'm not going to mess with it because it's still in beta. So, there's his thing. How can I get this out of here?
Get rid of the interception machine and sign. Get out of here. That's the most absurd thing I've ever read in my life.
Scott Rogers. Oh, no, he's totally trolling you now.
Bro, this city would burn if they got rid of Mahomes inside. This city would burn to the ground, and I would be one of the people doing it.
When they traded Luka, oh my God! If you trade fucking Patrick, it's gonna be riots in the streets. They're gonna have to send the National Guard.
We got TN Comedy. What up, homie? We've been just riffing. I think we're about to get to the books, maybe, possibly.
We're about to. Yeah, I can't put it into the chat, into the private chat. I was able to do it last time through the private chat. I haven't figured out how to do it in the other one. Sorry to be a pain. What? Put that link to the video in the in the private chat.
I can do that. Oh, I put it in the
public chat.
Yeah, me bad.
In the public chat. In the private chat.
There you go.
Thank
are
you,
we doing that now, or are you going to show your books?
Oh no, we're going to do books first. Well, I gotta. Just want to have it at my disposal, if you will. That's where I might have messed up. Yeah, I think. Are we in this now? Are we in this? No, we're in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't. Never mind. Nothing happened. Pretend that I didn't say anything. All right. Last week's background was a little weird for some folks. I hope this one isn't too bad. If not, I can go back to the lava lamp. This is very soothing for everyone. Hey, Sam, what's happening? Sonoma Publishing in the house.
Speaking of the devil, we were just talking about you, brother.
Yeah. Yes.
The link is in the chat for their Kickstarter, guys. Plug in. It's hot and spicy.
That's right. Just tell them how I'm off of. I was just getting back on Instagram after about a week, so I just saw your messages today.
I'm proud to say I am the second or third backer. I was too slow to be the first, but I'm the second or third backer.
Oh, not first.
Oh. No, I'm definitely not first.
Shame.
I know. I was trying. I pledged right when it went live.
Get the shame.
Somebody knew exactly what they wanted, and they went right to it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I saw something in Instagram, but you can go ahead and send that too. All right. First one from the shop. We do the shop first. This is from the shop. This is Wonder Woman, probably from last week. Because I don't remember getting it. I don't remember seeing it in this week, I should say. Wonder Woman number 5. Absolute Wonder Woman, of course, number 5. Maybe 2 issues behind on this. Got to catch up on it.
I can match you on that one.
Hey,
Boom.
go.
Boom.
Yeah, you've been gone for a while too. It's in no particular order because I just threw them in the bag and brought them. Vampirella Ashcan, Vampirella Legacy 676 reboot number 1, which I guess comes out on the 26th of this month. This is a Lucio Parillo cover. I'm a Vampirella cover fan, as you'll find out. And because the story is not usually super great, it's just kind of like cheesecake vampire stuff. But I love the covers that they come up for Vampirella. So I picked that up for just $3. I'll take that all day. This is one when I lay my vengeance upon thee, which is apparently a quotation from the Bible. It was pointed out by Bobby D. Appreciate you. Number 2. I think I missed this one. This was also a penultimate book. I read the number 1 and missed out when the second one came out. Well, I don't know. This you always find the things that I did. Yes, it was a total Freudian slip, I suppose. I didn't mean to. Absolute Superman number 5, I want to say. Yes, I got to read number 4 and number 5 of this one, so I'm 2 books behind on both. There you go. This is the origin of Absolute Krypton, so I can't miss this. Probably got 2 copies of this actually.
I enjoy Superman. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I finally read it and I liked it.
Yep. I'm loving them all. Welcome to Twilight. Man, these minor threats people y'all gotta slow down. Y'all coming up with too many things too fast. I'm too much goodness, too much awesomeness. I can't read it fast enough. Stop it. It's Matt Fraction, Mike Allred, Patton Oswalt, Jordan Blum, Nate Picos, and Laura Allred all in one issue. Oh my God. Another number 1. Twilight. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna read all this stuff? I got too much. Space Ghost, number 11. It was behind. Now it's catching up with me. I was caught up. Now I'm behind again. I caught up with number 6. I got to catch up to number 11 now. But Space Ghost has been very good. Batman in space. Love it.
What up, Dynamite?
Love Dynamite.
Only a Sith.
Dealing absolutes. That's right. Damn those Sith. And their red lightsabers. Geiger is the glowing woman. Looks pretty pissed off. Number 12. I got to catch up with the Geiger verse, man. The glowing woman looking both terrifying and sexy at the same time. What the fuck is going on with that? Looking kind of like Valentina from the Marvel universe a little bit.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. You get that one too?
I can match you.
Of course you do. There you go. I gotta get under this glowing woman madness here. What's going on? Oh, of course, here's my second copy of Superman. I get that in doubles.
Wow.
all the absolutes so far. The Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and doubles of them. String number 4. String from Mad Cave, is it? Yeah, Mad Cave. Been loving this so far. And speaking of the Santos sisters, and there they are, Santos sisters number 8, Crazy 8 Ball, one of the characters. This is such a good comic, man. There was actually a incentive 1 in 5 or 1 in 3 book. I haven't picked that one up, but I would look for that one too. Love this book, man. The Hive number 2. The Hive, I'm gonna give it another chance because it got my attention in the first issue, and it just surprised me. It was better than I expected.
Wow, I can't match most of your books.
Well, I have this eclectic taste. Thought about this one in my fear of mountain climbing. Dark Pyramid looks pretty good. It's about mountain climbing. It's not
From
about
the writer of Bunny Mask.
from Paul Tobin, the writer.
Former, was it a penultimate? I can't remember.
It was close. It did not make penultimate, but it was one of those. It was a contender. And of course, Chip Zdarsky's.
Oh, dang it! I didn't get one of those.
What is up with your shop? Doesn't get them or something? Or
no, they do get them. I just don't always get one. I didn't see one in there. They probably were. I went in late, so they're probably out of them.
Okay, because they're a limited number, probably. Okay, yeah, this one has the guy doing the next book, actually, a Sword of Crisis event, which was also a penultimate book. Dennis Camp. Dennis, D-N-I-Z, I think that's the way it's pronounced, Dennis Camp. I didn't put that together, that he was also writing the Ultimates. And he is. Writing the Ultimates, that is. And this is last week's penultimate book, which Dennis Camp is writing, Assorted Crisis Events. Looking forward to reading this. This is oversized. It's a $4.99 book, a little oversized for the first issue, and it will be an ongoing. So this takes off, and Camp is going to be a little tied up with this. Now I heard something about him redoing the Crisis on DC too, so maybe it's another gig he's got coming up. He's going to have his plate pretty full. That's the last one. The last one is Love and Rock. We talked about this last week a little bit about Love and Rockets, and I thought this is kind of an unusual cover for them, for the Hernandez brothers. Hermanos Hernandez. This cover was drawn by their mother, who recently passed away, and their mother, Aurora Hernandez, got them into comics, and that's got to be the coolest mom in the world, man. God bless her soul, man, to get your kids into comics, and both of her sons are making to what some people, including Frank at Danger Room, consider to be the greatest comic book ever made, is Love and Rockets. I mean, I'm sure that an argument can be made for in their favor. This is like probably the 4th or 5th volume of this book. This is number 16 of this volume. So as far as indie books goes, they lined them up. Who's better?
I get
around for a longer time.
I hear a lot of love for that book. I don't know anything about it though. I might have to check into that.
Yeah, I think you can pretty much jump right in because it's not like serialized so much. They probably refer back to things. Both the brothers, Gilbert and Jaime, both do, I think, their own worlds. Sometimes their worlds collide, and they have like meetups and things like that. But each brother has a different style and tells a different story. Very cool stuff. So that is all from the shop. Now from my comicshop.com. Picked up some stuff that came in the mail. Or UPS, actually. So, no random order. Here's the stuff that came from my comic shop this week. On my sleeve. First book. Oh, first one, $1. for this one. Captain America number 750. I don't know. It's a 2023. It says here. I don't know. Probably maybe the end of that one of the runs of Cap. Maybe they had too many of them. Giant size book. Only $1. Couldn't turn it down. In dollar books. It's only $1. Remember you need it? Nah.
Do I need this dollar?
I know. I know. Don't try to need this dollar or this book. I need the book. I'd rather have that damn book. The Land of the Living Gods. This is from Aftershock, and this was I remember reading the first issue of this, and I really, really, really liked it. Fortunately, I didn't finish the series, and then this was also $1, so it was offered it to me, and I picked up another number one because it was a really good story. And I think, like, indie number ones, if you can get them for $1, get them for $1.
You never know. We got Jenny sneaking back in, and neither one of us have seen the Green
Woman. I'm sorry.
Well, we do appreciate you joining us tonight, Jenny. Always good to see you.
We do. Thank you so much. All right. Another penultimate book. Pop Kill. This is actually a B cover. This is Is his name pronounced Panosian? Panosian. I think it's Panosian.
I think it's Panosian, but I don't know.
Yeah. I heard someone else say it differently, but I haven't heard him pronounce it, so I don't know. They had a coach like the news anchors have, I guess, diction coaches to make sure they pronounce things correctly. Don't have those things here. We're on our own. Dan Panosian, that's his real name, does great work, especially on covers. And here is the 1 in 10, I want to say. Was it the 1 in 20? I think it was 1 in 10. It's not 1 in 20. It was 1 in 10 of Pop Kill. This is who is this? This is Amanda Connor. This is Amanda Connor's cover here. Very, very 60s kind of inspired.
Yeah, that was the cover that hit the list, I think.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. Where the hell was the A cover? Okay, I know what the A cover is. Well, this is not the A cover, but this is the other cover that was.
I bought me a couple of those.
Yeah. Which one? I mean, is that the one I just showed you going for like 30?
No, the 1 in 10. Yeah, the 1 in 10 has been hot.
The 1 in 10.
I thought this would be the one that's hot.
I did too. This is the pricey one. It probably makes you pay extra. It's like a $10 book cover price. I was able to get for like $650 pre-ordered. But make you pay extra for boobies for some reason. Who pays more for boobies? Not me. The entire world. Everyone. Derp.
Right. What up to AR? Aggressively relaxing.
AR.
Thanks for joining us, homie.
Nice to see you. Happy new comic book day to you, my friend. This is something I've been looking for this. Luckily, I pre-ordered it because I should have pre-ordered it for my comic shop too. But I said, they always get plenty of facsimiles, They have plenty of facsimiles coming out the yin yang in most stores. But not this one. This is the only copy. I've not seen one in the store yet. The Man Without Beer. Daredevil maybe facsimile. Probably the closest I'll come to this book. I'm holding it right now. Maybe good things will happen to me someday, and I'll stumble upon a copy of the number one here with the Wally Wood / who finished the book for him. I forget. Some other artist came in and finished the book because Wally couldn't finish it because he was having issues. But now I've never even read a reprint of this book. I think this may be the first reprint I know I've ever seen. So yeah, can't wait to just look through this and wow, maybe I should grade it or something. Just like frame it. It's so hard to find. Let me know if you guys have been having the same trouble. Did you even look for that book? I have not been able to find that Daredevil reprint anywhere. I
didn't look for it.
Well, there you go. That's why I didn't order any. Phil, one vote for boobies. I'll write you down for that one, Phil. Okay, Phil likes boobies. All right, gotcha, my friend. There's one on eBay right now. Oh, you're talking about
I'm assuming that's the original. I'm guessing.
Yes, and that, my friend, is why I probably won't see one of those.
It could be someone selling the facsimile for that, trying to catch somebody.
People do that stuff, man. They shouldn't. That's some low shit, man. That is incredibly. That is not a cool thing to do. Green Lantern Dark #3. Know nothing about this book. I don't know. I just pre-ordered it because I got a 35% discount on it, and I love the cover. And I don't know who the hell that is. And I just that's a David Nakayama cover too. So okay, I'll take it for 35% off, and maybe I'll like the book or maybe not. Maybe I'll just add it to my vast David Nakayama collection. It's growing by the day.
We got X Cam in the house. Thanks for joining us, homie.
Hey. Welcome.
Says Phil is a man of culture for his love for boobies.
Yes. You go to this. I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar about this on the internet. The man of culture. You know about that, don't you, Marcus?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I don't need to explain that to you. Welcome, man of culture. Yes.
Brother John Comics, my beautifully freckled friend. What up, homie? Good to
Also
see
a
you.
man of culture, for sure. What's up, Brother John? Yes, the cover is sick. Speaking of kind of sick, there was a virgin one of this one by Jenny, which is just like $50.
Jenny.
Yes, Jenny, the Jenny Frison. But I get to sell for this one because it was less than cover price and it was not $50. And it looks just as good if you just don't look at the trade dress and the numbers and stuff. It looks fine. And it's a nice cover.
That's a great Jenny cover.
It is.
And the nice thing about that is you can tell it's Jenny, but it actually looks a little different than you know.
She can add it
doesn't look like the same old Jenny.
She can add her flavor to things and you know what I mean? And you still know what she's trying to portray. But that's a Jenny, but it's a so-and-so with a Jenny twist, so that's one of the cool things about her artwork. House of Slaughter, the final issue of House of Slaughter. This was I think a 1 in 25. 1 in 25 of House of Slaughter. $4. This is a Dan Mora cover. This is a really, really good. Sometimes you can really get some crazy incentive books for cheap on. If you're not looking for like near mint, the near mint ones might cost you a little bit closer to ratio. If you get one like BF or Fine or something like that, you can have that all day. This is for Mary Jane Black Cat #4. This is another one of those timeless covers from Mr. Ross. Not me, but the other guy, Mr. Ross, the famous one, Alex Ross. This is very cool Black Cat cover.
Well, you're pretty famous yourself, though.
Well, I'm famous amongst, I don't know, my cat and my dog and my wife, pretty much. That's about it. What else we got? It's a little bit smaller. This, I think, is a second printing of Rogue in the Savage Land. It was only like $4. This is also one of my guys that I chase, whose covers I chase is J. Scott Campbell. J. Scott Campbell, who's was doing some stuff for Tom recently. I'll get one of J. Scott Campbell's in the mystery mail call. I'd be all over that. And
it's been a while since I got one of those.
What, J. Scott Campbell or mystery mail call?
No, mystery mail call.
Yeah, I got one last month because of the Mark Spears thing. Mark Spears Thundercats. You need to get a Mark Spears Monsters in the mystery mail call like an exclusive. That would be super dope. I would be all over that. It's another House of Slaughter. This is a 1 in 10. This was I want to say $2.
Oh, I got mine for God, what did I pay? More than that, that's for sure.
Really? Yeah, this is
it's like $7 or $8, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, that's close to the ratio. Fournier's is Jorge Fournier's, I want to say, is the guy's first name. So yeah, it's another that last issue. And the last issues, first issues and last issues. Y'all know about those, right? What do we got? We got Svengoolie. Anybody know about Svengoolie? Svengoolie's on MeTV. It's a Chicago thing too. I think he got it started in Chicago. Guy that plays him, and now with the MeTV being on not cable, but I guess what do you call it? I guess on streaming, and people know more about Svengoolie now. This horror show host. This is his 45th anniversary from last year. This is number 0. This is kind of hard to come by too. I mean, this is maybe probably a low print run. I'll bet. I think it was $8 for this one. It's like a little more than cover price, but yeah, it's sentimental value. Flashback stuff.
45 years is a long time.
Long damn time. And he started off as the son of Svengoolie. There was another Svengoolie that was on the air, and he talked like kind of like Dracula, and he wore like a fright wig and a peace headband and stuff. So he got permission from that guy to be the son of Svengoolie, and the other Svengoolie just gave up the crown. He abdicated the crown of Svengoolie, and the son became the king, and the rest is history. Don't you know? In case you were asking. This one is Hulk number 2. This was $13 for the second. I think the first actual appearance in story of, if I'm not mistaken, of the Red Hulk. Because the number 1 was him on the cover, and number 2 was him actually in the story. This is a pretty cool cover. The reflection covers are always very cool, I think. For some reason, I love reflection covers. Well, thank you, Sicko. This stream loves you too. I tell you, doggone it. Yes, I guess she is a green woman. Yes, Vampirillas, and she Jenny knows about Svengoolie. Oh yeah, Svengoolie. That's horror stuff. Where's old Jack? I haven't seen Jack in a while. I bet he knows about Svengoolie and the whole history of it and everything. They've got their own horror people out there out here, I should say, in Portlandia. The last thing is that great book I was telling you about, and this is what's the furthest place from here? Number 1. This is what Brian Michael Bendis, the artist on this one. This Bendis can draw. Yes, as many comic book writers can also draw. And this one is a 9/8 of the D cover, I want to say. Yeah, D cover. Guess how much I paid for this? 9/8.
Because of the way you said it, I'm gonna say $45.
Oh, you would think $16. $16.
Another $16 slab. That's crazy.
$16, man. I mean, you couldn't even get anything graded for that from anybody.
Where did you get that from for 16? Jeez.
My comic shop. MyComicShop.com for $16.
That's crazy.
I know. And T-Falls had some for pretty cheap, right? For $16, right? I mean,
I bought them. Yeah, I bought them from there for $4.
But man, that's like insane. Okay, how can I not pick this up? This book that I'm already specking on, and this is a number 1, and it's already graded. And they go through the trouble. Thank you and good night. That's it.
Take my money.
Money, please. So that is what I picked up, my friend. I think we can start with what's good now. Is of course I'm going to cue yours up in the deal here.
In the dealio.
Right. That's right. So I'm going to just, for the meantime, I'm going to start this somewhere else. Ooh. Y'all hear that?
I did not hear anything.
Good. Okay. Good. All right. Let's see. How can I do this? Okay, I got it. All right, so almost ready. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna play Marcus's video for hopefully it comes out well, and I will share it on here. I looked on the replay. I didn't notice a problem with it. Maybe it was just on StreamYard. StreamYard wasn't able to do it very well. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do the logo first, and then we're gonna go to your thing. All right. So let's do the what's good section coming up right now. Yay. And welcome to What's Good. It's a new show. Hey. So Marcus, what's good with you? Oh, I know what's good with you, Marcus. You have Blade Forger. Is that the name of the book that you were?
Mad Cave Studios from the Miranda brothers made their name on the book We Live, but went under with Aftershock, so they're starting over with this new one.
Indeed, and I wish them all the best because Sky Point, Aftershock, we miss you, man. We wish you were still here, and I'm still gobbling up your books whenever I see them. So let's go ahead and set that up real quick. And here it goes. All right. Here we go. All right. Move, just like we rehearsed it. Okay. Start over.
Imagine fighting your whole life for something, winning it, and then realizing you've just made yourself the villain. That's Blade Forger #1, a brutal story of power, legacy, and the price of victory. But what happens after the victory? That's what makes this story different. All right, so here's the setup. Quorum, the energy source that's both a blessing and a curse, has fueled a never-ending war. The only way to keep the peace? The Blade Forgers tournament of the 5 rings. A brutal competition where the winner becomes emperor. Sounds fair, right? Win the fight, rule the world. Simple, but nothing is ever that simple. Enter Owada, not born into power, no royal blood, just a kid from the trenches who decides he's going to take it all. And against all odds, he does. Owada fights for more than himself. He fights for everyone who believed in him. And when he wins, the world roars his name. But they're not just chanting for him. They chant a single name. Should have made the music. Owada went from street fighter to emperor. But now, that's where the real fight begins. Fast forward 40 years, and Owada, now he's the reigning tournament champion and the emperor. The same people who cheered his name, they're calling him a traitor. And the empire he swore to change, it's just as broken as before. Owada isn't making a speech. He isn't giving orders. He's just waiting. The same people who cheered his rise now demand his fall. And deep down, maybe he always knew they would. Owada fought to be different, but when the end comes, he doesn't fight it. He knows. He sees it. He was never different at all. His revolution didn't break the cycle. It just put a new face on it. Just when you think this is a tragedy, Blade Forger flips everything because Owada's last words, therefore Sakima. Owada's time has passed, but the battle, it never ends. This isn't just another chosen one story. This is a brutal, intelligent, and unpredictable take on power and legacy. And if this first issue is anything to go by, issue #2 is about to take things to another level. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Owada was always doomed? Or could he have actually changed the empire? Drop a comment below because I'd love to talk about it. And if you haven't read Blade Forger yet, go grab it now. You're going to want to be caught up before Sakima's story begins. And yeah, XCam, Owada was definitely pretty ripped at 70 years old. But it's an interesting kind of world. It's a medieval kind of barbarian gladiator world, but you also see Owada flying a plane at the beginning. So it's an interesting mix up of technology in this book. So I'm definitely plugged in for #2. We'll see where this one's going to go.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love that blend, like you said, of reality. Like, okay, like these guys are wearing kilts and like fighting with swords and stuff, but then there's a guy flying a plane. Okay, there's a modern city or something. So this mix of reality, but it's so cool. Yeah, this is I felt the same way about you. I'm definitely giving it a second chance, and I was pleasantly surprised. And that's a very good review there. And I think it's a StreamYard. StreamYard is known for having problems with sound. I mean, they're notorious for that, and that's one thing they got to get the bugs out if they, probably want to keep growing. But I could hear it clearly, but the music was a little bit low. But probably you'll hear it on YouTube. It'll be perfect. So.
No, I think it was just a little low because I had a problem before of my music being too loud, so I think I overcompensated in this one, making it too low.
You overcorrected.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes, but still excellent. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Hey. All right, so what do I got now? Oh, my turn. Flawless transition. As always. He's going to the bathroom. All right, so I've got my first book is another. I have actually 2 former penultimate books in my What's Good section this week. And the first one is from Pharaoh Dalrymple. Shout out to PNW, Portlandia, published by Floating World Comics. It's called Robot Todd. Robot Todd. This is the thing that it was a penultimate book for like probably a month or so ago, a little bit longer, maybe even. It's been sitting on my to read pile for a long time. And I finally, like last night, I was looking for something to read before I go to bed. And the day's over. I'm tired. I want something that's too wordy, just too complex, or too, I don't know. Before you go to bed, you want to have some pleasant thoughts. And I thought, okay, this might be cool. And boy, was I right. This was so excellent. Pharaoh Dalrymple does these excellent watercolors. And all of his work is traditional. I do a lot of digital work myself just because it's simpler and faster and all that. But I do have love for the people that do the traditional work. And I do it myself whenever I have time for it. I don't have a lot of time for it. Yeah, man. Yes. I feel about the bedtime too, man. Something to put you to sleep, but not to give you nightmares. So yeah, and this is something that does not really particularly have a plot per se. It's not like what's the plot of this story here? What's the scenario? It's just basically it's these characters who just have adventures together, and you can see the beauty and the technical mastery of his watercolor work. And I've seen his studio. We showed his studio when we did the penultimate book feature on him. And this guy, man, he puts in the work big time. This Robot Todd is just basically a sentient robot that he kind of like, I'm gonna say he's self-healing, but he's pretty resilient. And he follows this robot as he wanders this kind of wizard filled plane, this magic filled plane. Like I say, here's the wizards and the crows and all that. And there's some characters you run into that you see over and over again, but they don't really have any connection. They're just kind of like, okay, hey, this is, he runs into this fox that's like a guide, like a spirit guide. There's a part where he jumps into a lake to swim across the lake, and he gets up out of the water, and there's a fox already there waiting for him. That's pretty cool. Fox didn't have to get wet. He just somehow teleported there. And it's a basic 4-panel grid. It's a traditional kind of a thing. Not a lot of words. Once again, late at night, I don't want to read a lot of words. I don't have to just give me some pleasant images that I want to just absorb as I'm going into my nightly dream world myself. And his girlfriend, or his partner, I should say, I'm not what their status is. Her name is Sophie France, and she's on I think on Instagram at Baloney Feathers on Instagram. Baloney Feathers, and Sophie Fair Books BigCartel.com. She does this kind of pinup of one of the characters who was like this mouse character. This is his version
That
of
looks great.
back here. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell. I guess she definitely referenced his style, but they've got their own styles and everything. And the front cover is a big wraparound cover too, so that's very cool. So man, this is the first. I don't think number 2 is out yet. It may be out yet, but I think it's only 2 issues so far, and the second one may not be out yet. But man, this is such an enjoyable book, man. This is a book you would read, not to say like I read this book that has this great plot and everything. This is a book I just want to look at to admire the artistry of this creator. This he's like, oh, that is very cool to look at. And it's kind of like going along with the adventure as it progresses, and that's the enjoyment that I get out of this story. So yeah, I think Robot Todd from Floating World Comics is definitely worth picking up. It's a beautiful book drawn by a very cool comic creator, and I do recommend it.
Floating World Comics, not a publisher I see around, but they've had some books that I wish I could find more than once.
Yeah. I mean, I think Santos Sisters is either on Floating World or they're associated with them. I think they are. They actually are on Floating World. So there's some other books on there too, but not a whole bunch of them. There was a one shot called Cruising. I think that was on.
Yeah,
Floating
that
World.
was the other one I was thinking of.
Yes. So they do stuff like that, and talk about indie. Yeah, this is indie, and Floating World is indie.
Indie AF.
You know it, baby. You know it. And the second penultimate book, former penultimate book, I should say, is this is where the A cover. I couldn't find the A cover, and I was going through my other covers. Pop Kill. This is the safe for work and for TV cover here. Not with the boobies showing, but nonetheless, a fine cover. Didn't see a lot of these in the shops too, so maybe it was under ordered or it sold well. I can't tell which, but I'm glad I got a couple of copies of this.
It's not a new character, right? This is a continuation of a series from before.
It is.
Or I don't know.
Not a new character, but it's probably a repurposing of a book that was also on Kickstarter. It was crowdfunded because I see this signature like inside of page 1. It says the artist signed it and it shows 2017. So I'm thinking that this is from the Kickstarter. Now I don't know if it was like one giant book that was on the Kickstarter, and when they broke it down here into episodes for Mad Cave, that could be it. But I think I did not get that Kickstarter, and actually you think that this booby book we got here is pretty good. There's an Adam Hughes booby cover of the Kickstarter book. You can find that. That's still drawing big money. Big money.
And then you can bring it to Planet Comic-Con next weekend and get it signed by him because Adam Hughes is at Planet Comic-Con.
Of course he would be. Yes. Who was that to you, Thomas? Said the book was sold out.
I think he's talking about what book were you just talking about?
2000 Robot Todd?
No, the one after that.
Pop Kill.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, really? Ooh, really? Ooh.
I think he's talking about this one.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit, that's the case. That's great. That's a low print run. Pop Kill. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So it's still a pretty low print run, relatively speaking. And man, this is like the genesis of it is there's these two CEOs of soda pop companies, very much like Pepsi and Coke, let's say, but not Pepsi and Coke. So please don't sue me. And they're both based in Osaka, Japan, and they're run by two brothers who were once Siamese twins, and they were separated at some point. I don't know what point they were separated at, but they definitely hate each other. So that's just a perfect setup here for corporate warfare. And as the story begins, this guy here who's on the cover, who's very much of a James Bondian kind of a mercenary kind of a dude, is already he's already in the compound. He's working for one of the brothers against the other brother to sabotage their product, and he's broke in, and he's killed a couple of the guards. Yeah, this is a serious book. This is not playing around, and he finds a way to the supply, and he poisons the supply with this injectable thing that goes through the pipes. So it ends up people in one of the company who are drinking like Popso Cola are suffering diarrhea from drinking the soda, and it's cost them like millions and millions of dollars to get this fixed. And it just takes a huge, as you might think, a PR a PR burn from them to get corrected from that. And of course, the Popso leader is the twin brother who is actually, who only has like one arm because his other arm was attached to his brother, is like this tyrant, and he demands blood for the mistake. Go to the other brother, his other company, which is called what is it called? Not Popso, but Fizz One. That's like the Coke company. Popso being the Pepsi company. And he just celebrated. He's popping champagne like, I paid my mercenary to poison my brother's thing, and it's all working out great. And now I'm gonna do one final kill. I need you to find out what's going on. They got some kind of a project going on over there at this company. I want you to find out what it is and just sabotage it. Meanwhile, the guy that got sabotaged is saying he's sending his biggest thug, is one who's been saving for last. I want you to kill whoever it was that poisoned my product. So he's coming for the guy, the James Bondian guy, who's now been sent to just close the deal on his company. He's been made to do the final kill. So the James Bond guy, in his efforts to make the kill shot on the other company, has found the woman who's doing like the project. He was like, she's head of the project. And somehow she's a babe, and he breaks into her house and he steals information that shows that she is working on this formula that will make soda never lose its fizz, and this will revolutionize the soft drink industry, and it will put the other guy's business along with a bunch of others out of business forever. And they learn about it, and they say, oh shit, you can't let that happen. You got to find that formula, wait till she develops it, and then steal the formula and kill her. And it's like, got it. And meanwhile, this guy's such a horn dog. I mean, when the book first starts, he's like in bed with literally 6 women. He's like, the chauffeur comes up, of course, the sexy female chauffeur comes up to pick him up to take him to the plane. The PepsiCo boss wants to bring him in. And she comes in, and he's like laying in a bed with 6 women. And he's like, hey, you want some of this? And you're like, no, thank you. I just come to pick you up. And he's just like, so he thinks like, I'm going to like bang this woman, and then I'm going to kill her. So, because he's already seen her like, like skinny dipping in the pool when he broke in. Like, oh, I want some of that. So he's like, all right. So I'm just going to play this a little bit more, gingerly. And she's very naive, the lady that he's stalking. He flattens her tires in her car, and all of a sudden he shows up with his fancy mobile, like, hey, you need a ride? Like he doesn't put 2 and 2 together that this is very convenient that this guy shows up right after she gets her tires flattened, and he's working on her, and he ends up babysitting her dog and all this stuff. So he's setting himself up he's setting her up for the kill, but slowly. So first he gets laid first. And it plays on like that, man. This is kind of everything I expected it to be. And even if it was crowdfunded first. And yeah, I forget that there's a third company, I guess, maybe 7-Up or RC that's also in the mix, and they've gotten wind of this fizz thing too. And they say, well, we can get this fizz thing, like we can just all of a sudden shoot the number 1 and fuck these guys. We'd be the biggest pop company in the world then. So that's also happening. So it's a lot of stuff going on in this book, and it's got the same, like, slightly dark humor, over the top stuff, kind of like stuff like Bang and some other books that we read in that similar kind of a vein. It's kind of a Spy Superb by Matt Kent. It's got that kind of a feel to it. It's espionage with sexiness with humor. So Pop Kill to me is everything I thought it would be, and I'm glad I picked it for a Penultimate Book, and I have several copies of it because I think it's really good, even though this is not the first technical appearance of everything, but still, it's the first one in a major publisher that wasn't crowdfunded. So Pop Kill is good, and I recommend that too if you're into that kind of stuff, which I hope you are. There it is.
Hopefully our titty covers go gangbusters.
That's what I'm talking about. Once that happens, then Katie brought the door. Here come the booby books. And that, folks, is what's good for this week. Thank you so much. Thank you. And
we got XIC in the house sneaking in. What up, XIC?
XIC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. What's happening? All right, so that's yes. All right, so let's present some more. Let's did I not oh, curses. I thought I did that already. Oh, you know what that means, don't you? You have to have a musical interlude. Here it is.
Oh, Lordy.
Just a quick one while he's away. All right, so while I do that, I'm just gonna like I did not get it yet.
I'll be back when it's over.
What she said. All right. Don't pay attention to him. Where are we? Here we are.
All right, I feel like you're trolling me at this point.
Actually, I can't get the thing to work. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I do, really. I know what I'm doing. Start over again. What happened? It's so linear. I'm not the only one who thinks this. One way to make Marcus go away is to play his favorite song. Hey, Bobby D, what's happening? Look who snuck in while Marcus fled.
Bobito, what up, Bobby? Looking
right.
forward to next weekend.
He's dancing uncontrollably. All right, so here we are once again. Batman, Absolute Batman number 6, the most ordered book. So there. Despite what
Look
Mark
at DC dominating the top 4 there.
Dominant.
Image up there. A lot of love for Saga, right? Coming in at number 3. You got to respect that.
That's why I'm thinking they got a chance at the next Walking Dead, you know?
I've got to get back to those trades. I've just started reading those trades. I'm going to have to start over. It's been so long.
Me too. Yep, still going on. Strong. Small but mighty. I mean, it's like...
Although I do remember I do remember most of what happened, though.
Yes, let's take a look at some of these Absolute Batman covers just for the heck of it.
Saga 72, right? How much is that Saga #1 worth? I'm curious.
Probably a bunch.
I'm gonna look up what the last eBay sales are.
Oh, so this is the last in this this story arc here for the Absolute Batman story arc. That's good. It means we move on to the Joker and all that jazz. Frank Quitely. For years I thought was named Frank Quietly. Frank Quitely. And Simon Bisley. You know some Simon. It's Simon Bisley. Oh yeah, Simon Bisley, the Biz. That's a man. That's a busy, complex cover. Nice. And Alex Maleev of Daredevil fame. 1 in 50. And John McCrae. Oh my God. Watch out with those. Watch out with that cape, man. The cape can be dangerous. And the Fan Expo Clayman foil variant. Wow. You rocking a gun now? Some kind of a arrow gun? All right. All right. Let's see what Saga's got going on. Saga in the shocking conclusion to another season of Saga? But the smash hit series is far from over. What's the shocking conclusion? Oh. Cute baby seal? I think that's what that is, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks
Brian
like
K.
it.
Vaughan, Fiona Staples, the artist. Only one cover because that's all you need. Someone's Goose. Look at my boy Goose. Okay, must be. Is that Gus you're talking about there? That's good. Good, yeah. That's the character. I don't know the characters. Very cute though, and a very very popular book because man, people are ordering the hell out of it. They are loyal to Saga. All right, Nightwing. You know, you still pulling Nightwing, right?
Saga
Wow.
#1, a 9.8 goes for about $240 to $310.
Hmm.
A 9.8 slab.
How about a Raw?
I didn't look at Raw. Smirking Gun is in the house.
Smirking Gun.
Favorite Absolute book so far. I want to say Superman and Wonder Woman are tied for me.
Yeah, they're tied for me too. They're tied with #2, which is Batman's #1 for me.
That's crazy. I don't even like
Crazy.
Batman.
I know, man, but you're prejudiced against Batman.
Whoa, me prejudice?
See, my man here likes it. XIC, Absolute Batman for me. I need to read some more of Wonder Woman. Yeah, you should because it's good. It's good. It's good. They're all good. And speaking of wench, good transition is next week. I didn't realize Absolute Flash. I don't think I pre-ordered Absolute Flash.
Yeah, was it Jeff Lemire is writing it? So I went ahead and bought this one.
Jeff Lemire and Nick Robles speed into the Absolute universe without the mentor, without the family, without the Speed Force. What's left for the Absolute Scarlet Speedster? I love how these Absolute universes are just redefining these characters to a large degree. Same thing but different. You know, take away some stuff. You know, take away the Batcave.
Yeah.
You know,
I like, for me, it's dumb to spec on modern comics, but if you're gonna spec on it, you should spec on Ghost Machine. But if you're done specking on Ghost Machine, I feel like Absolute spec is worth a flyer. This is a chance to be in on the ground level on what could be a new DC universe. I feel like they're telling interesting new stories about these characters, giving them interesting new origins. Origins. How do you say that word? Origins or origins?
I say origin.
I always say that word wrong. I got made fun of for saying that word wrong recently, so now I don't know how to say it anymore.
It's
origin.
Man.
Origin.
You know.
I always say origin for some reason, so I say it wrong. Anyway, it's a chance to get on the ground level on what might be a cool little new DC thing that they're building up. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect to get rich on it, but it's something that, you know, one of my great hopes is to be in on the ground level of something like The Walking Dead from the beginning. I like the idea of that is really cool to me. And so this is a chance for maybe something like that. So I'm in on it.
Yeah. I mean, getting rich, you know, there's any modern book you're going to get rich off of.
Yeah, it's not about getting rich. It's just being like, I knew about Walking Dead before you know, I just want to be that hipster, okay? Is that so wrong?
Yeah. And you can be that guy, and you can also make a few bucks to buy some more comics, you know, because you can sell the ones that you got that you had foresight enough to buy beforehand. Now you flip those, and you can get some free comics out of the deal. You know, so that will work. You know, I mean,
smirking, no need for apology, brother, and I do appreciate the sub, man. Thank you.
I finally subbed to you. Oh, finally subbed to you. Sorry it took so long. Also, Lorenzo, will you be at C2E2? Oh man, that's even a longer trip. Now that's not, you know, that's just a financial thing right there. I probably will not be at C2E2 this year. In past years, if I were in Chicago, I probably would still be there. You say tomato.
Lorenzo doesn't do public stuff, really.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't travel long distances and spend lots of money, if that's what you mean, yes. I do some public stuff, but if it involves traveling and spending lots of money. Stay close to home and keep my wallet close to my vest. Absolutely. Barry Allen, I guess, is the Flash, but this is Clayton Crane, B cover. Clayton Crane is back in the spotlight again. This looks kind of cool. Oh my guy, Dan Panosian.
Yeah, I bought this cover.
Oh,
I'm loving Panosian's covers lately.
Me too. Me too, man. He's great. Raphael Albuquerque is a connecting variant. But it's got that Flash stride. Because our Flash is like slender and more sinewy than the other superheroes, which makes sense. You can have a big bulky guy trying to run, you know, super fast. You know, you can be a more slender kind of a person.
That makes like a soccer player.
Yeah. Declan Shalvey. Declan is doing a lot of writing now. He's become a big writer. He's not as much of an artist as he used to be. And this is Nick Robles foil. Oh, Robles does the cover too. Oh, that's pretty cool. Love the foils. Love the foils.
Heroes Con is a great con, especially suited for comic book people. You have cosplayers and comic books. You know, there's no celebrities. There's no other distractions, just cosplayers and comic books. So it's really cool con. Highly recommend.
That was very homey. Who is this? This is Fabrizio Di Tommaso. 1 in 5.
I don't know about that one, man. It looks a little weird, but I guess it would be weird kind of looking if he was running at that speed. So
yeah, all right. I like the fade out effect of the cover. I like that.
More like a week and a half, right, Bobby? A week and a couple of days.
Jeez.
Less than a week and a half.
This is Jeff Lemire does one. This is a 1 in 25. Oh wow, he does the DC 60s checkerboard style.
Yeah, I thought about getting this one. I didn't get it. I thought about getting this one though.
Also, it's open order too. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a regular cover.
Okay, I might get that one. If I didn't already. I may have ordered it and don't remember it. I have no memory of the event. And this is Supermania fan run. Carlo Pagulian? Okay. All right. I will pick up number 1 from somewhere. If I didn't pre-order it, I'll pick it up from the shop because I want to get the number 1s and I want to just try them out and see. I will try all the number 1s from all the absolutes the same way I did with the ultimates. Maybe just end up sticking with the same 3 that I have because I don't know if I can pull like Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter too.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do all of the
Yeah.
absolute. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get the number 1s and see how they are, but we'll see. But I can't imagine dropping in those big 3 as good as they are so far until maybe like, one of the writers comes off.
I can see myself dropping Batman for sure.
I know you can.
I love Scott Snyder, though. I do. I just don't like the book.
I've already dropped regular Batman, but that's going to be coming out new. Well, not rebooting, but new. Who's the new writer? Scott Snyder is a new writer. No, not Scott Snyder. Who's the new writer on regular Batman?
They're doing Hush too, so I think it's like
Hush.
Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee. I think.
Right, Loeb and Lee. Of course, how could I forget that? Loeb and Lee. And what's going on with the Thing again with the one we're on the Doom? I'm just not going to follow that whole. I love Doom. I'm not going to do the event thing if I can help it. They're always fucking the Thing up in some kind of way. Stop messing with the Thing. I don't like that. New Gods, number 4. That has been very good so far. Exceptional X-Men. Guess what? There's some kind of an X crossover event going on too. Not going to do it. Not going to be part of it. Nope. Not going to do it. I read that Zatanna number 1 too. I think that might be good. I've been sitting on it for a while. It's in the to read pile. It's been getting. I haven't gotten to it yet. I don't think I've passed over it yet, but
kind of surprised they haven't reboot that Catwoman book. It's all the way to 74.
Well, they're not Marvel, Only Marvel.
They still reboot though.
They do, but not as much as Marvel. Marvel is notorious for rebooting for no reason.
I hate it. I really hate it. I get why they do it, but I hate it. I'm not mad at them for doing it. As long as we reward them for doing it, they're gonna do it. But it does.
I am. I'm mad. Fuck those guys. There we go.
Deviant number 9.
Oh my God!
Really? Man. Is that book coming out next week? Huh?
So it says. So, but I don't know, man. I mean, we've been saying it before. But finally, the Deviant number 9 is coming out. Oh, thank God! Oh my God! Oh, let's see. We all know about the story 50 years ago, yada yada yada. But man, it was due in Christmas. I mean, last Christmas. Am I right?
Yeah.
It was due because it's literally a Christmas story.
Yeah, it's supposed to be around Christmas time to Christmas time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Still a great book. I really hope that they finish this well. I have actually been working on a video for this book, and I think I was going to try and drop it before the final issue, but I think I might just wait for the final issue. But this is my favorite. This was my number 1 book of 2024. But how it ends is crucial. It has to end well, or it'll ruin the whole fucking book. But that said, I love this book.
No pressure, James T.
Yeah, they got to deliver it. Yeah. They got to wrap it all up nicely here in the end. And I don't know if I'm not. Let me see. I'm 60% confident they will.
But you, that's good. That's really good, 60%.
Yeah, and there's a 40% chance they don't, though. I mean, there's a good chance they don't.
Probably with a chance of meatballs. All right, so this is a Jacob Phillips who does a great job on that Texas Blood and some other books that I've read. There's a 1 in 10, and this one is Charlie Allard 1 in 25. This is the guy that we think is the deviant.
Can I see? Can we get us close up with that? I
This
think
one?
I want. Fuck me. I think I want this.
You want that one? Oh my god!
Can you blow it up for me? You just click on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's Randall Olson. I want that motherfucker. Damn it.
Well, you can get it if it comes out next week.
I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. I want that cover. I like that.
Oh, another one.
I doubt T-Fall has it, but let's take a look.
Take a look right damn now. We solicited for February, was hyped to read this Christmas week. Yeah, no shit. At a certain point these days, delays are just a joke. Come on now. November to March. Come on, man. Same thing you're saying here. If this can stick the landing, it'll probably end up being my favorite Tynion work. It's so good in singles, and I can't imagine how perfect it'll be in one go.
They gotta land it though, like they said, man. They got to stick the landing. It's so important.
Yeah, well,
but it feels like this book feels like a movie. 100%, it feels like a movie.
Yeah.
Oh man, the T-Fall has it for $23. Do I want to blow my money on that thing?
You know you do.
You damn right I do. There we go. Fuck it.
All right. We're sharing this one now. Who is that talking about the magic book? Oh, that was
not me. Last thing I'll say is the Deviant hardcover.
Oh,
take my money on that. I need it.
Psychotron is it the Deviant or Transformers? Okay. The 2023, yeah, because it seems they
2024. I think he means 2024.
Well, Deviant technically began, I want to say, around Christmas of 2023, right?
Yeah, but I still think he means 2024.
Well, the 1 in 100 of got those. Okay, let's take a look, real quick look at the Magic, the Gathering. Not all the Gathering, just Magic. A little shortcake X-Men called Magic. Magic meets the leader of the demons, who or what is liminal, and what will Magic be able to suppress, and will Magic be able to suppress her darker impulse? Apparently she has a lot. Kind of a tough cookie. Oh, look at this. There's a Jenny Prison cover that I did not know about. Wow. This is I end up buying covers of books that I don't read. Just like this. My favorite cover artists like Jenny Prison or
Jedi
or David Nakayama or somebody else.
Oh, he did mean 2023. I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm. Told you. All right. Who is this? This is Nimit Malavia. I've seen some stuff by them recently. It's been very good. Magic makes great covers. Momoko Kimono. How about that? The Momoko Kimono cover. Very nice. Pretty cool.
Pass on all these. Even the Frozen cover, pass.
Of course you do. Of course.
I do like the Frozen cover, but pass.
Well, if I can find it for a good deal, I'm going to get it. And this is another 1 in 10 Momoko, not just kimono, but design variant. Yeah, I'm looking for this one though. 1 in 100. Yeah, that's way undoable. But if I can get that, the other one is just fine. I mean, it's only got, and if Marvel leaves it this way, it's minimal trade dress. That's fine. I don't mind that. I have to pay like close to $100 for it. All right, so there you go. Does look indeed a bit promising. Oh, all right, man. Let's move on down the list here. Eddie Brock, The Sacrificers is going strong. Number 15. Bug Wars, number 2. coming out?
Hype for it. I'm hyped for it.
I know you are.
Check out my review on my channel if you missed it. It's doing pretty well.
Doing pretty well. And it was a fine review, like the one you did today.
That one's not doing as well.
Well, it just came out, you know.
Yeah, it's still not. Lady Forger's not doing as well. It's okay though. We'll make another one.
Yeah, this is serious. There's something could be going on with this though. I think you're right. With this Bug Wars thing. This Bug Wars thing might have legs. 6 of them to be exact. All right, so who is this? Yannick Paquette. Yeah, this is a lot of possibilities here with Jason Aaron too. So yeah, I think a lot can be done with that book. Daredevil Unleash Hell. Like he's about to behead Elektra, which would be tragic. TVA. I don't know how the TVA is doing. I hope it does well. I like the TVA as a concept. I'm not reading the book. I do like that they exist.
Pulling it. I haven't read it yet, but I am pulling it.
I've only got.
I don't know. I don't know why I pulled it. I don't know why I did.
Because it's awesome, probably.
Something about the synopsis made me say, "Yeah, sure, I'll try it."
Mm-hmm. Werewolf by Night. I had not since the first issue or two. I haven't checked that out at all. Wait. DC and Sonic the Hedgehog #1. What's happening? What's going on with that? Any DC and Sonic the Hedgehog fans crossover out there? Yes, no, perhaps. Oh. Yeah, I know, man. Those are just too rich for my blood.
Yeah. Crossovers don't get me for some reason. I think it's because they don't matter. You know, they're always out of continuity, and so they don't. I think I'm not into stories that don't. You know, they're just throwaway stories. Sometimes they're cool, I guess, but
sometimes, well, because the franchises don't want to. I think Stan Lee put it best. You want to give the illusion of change. you want to have these crossovers and these things happen in these storylines, and you don't want to kill your characters that you've already licensed, for underwear and soft drinks and God knows what else. But you want to, put them in peril and then draw them out, kind of a thing. I think that's what's going on. What's the first place? Number 22, rolling along. Another possibility for the next Walking Dead.
22 issues. Wow.
22 issues. Cable, Love and Chrome. Not a big Cable fan. Sam Wilson. I might go see that movie. That just kind of cool down a little bit. I might go next Monday early for a matinee.
I'm talking to people. They seem to like it more than I did. I thought it was pretty bad myself.
Yeah, the way you came down, I thought, it's gonna be on Disney Plus in a couple of weeks. But apparently, it's picked up steam. Some people liked it.
It's pretty bad, man. I don't care what anybody says. It's pretty bad. You can enjoy a bad movie, right? But it's bad.
I can. I mean, I think, yeah, man, I love bad movies if they're done the right way, especially on MST3K. Nothing but bad movies. Lilith #3. That's been so slow to come out, but Vault, cranking them out still. Vault is still here. We're still here, baby. We're still making comics. God bless them. Big Tracy #8, still pulling that. Another one I got to catch up with. The first few issues were fantastic. Heat Seeker Combustion. It's been coming out a little bit slower lately. All the Gun Honey Heat Seeker books are still coming out nonetheless. The Silverhawks, I don't know. I know some people have some nostalgia with that. I missed that altogether. So I did pull the Mark Spears covers just because they were Mark Spears covers. Thundercats. Oh my, you getting Thundercats Lost? You getting spinoffs now? Oh my goodness. Seriously? Spinoffs? Moving on around the line.
It don't make sense.
Yeah, it is. Lawful. When I lay my vengeance upon thee. A good thing I picked up #2 today because #3 is coming out next week. Oh my. Why? Okay. What's this? Blood Squad 7. Those Not Afraid. That's been pretty good. I am caught up on Those Not Afraid, actually. And is there down? I'm gonna go down to this one here that I've been this one here. It's called Crush Depth.
You just passed it.
Did I pass it?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, they moved it on me. Okay, here we go. Crush Depth. Mad Cave Studios. All right, two brothers locked in a sibling rivalry wrestle for command of well, I can see it. Take my word for it. Two brothers locked in a sibling rivalry wrestle for command of a massive nuclear submarine. The Absolution, in a near future irrevocably altered by climate change. Welcome to our future. Chief Science Officer Liana Pearson finds herself not only caught between the Wilder brothers, but drowning in her fear of the surface world. When something alien infiltrates the Absolution and upends the balance of power, Liana is left with only two deadly options: reaching the toxic surface world, or steering the sub into the unforgiving abyss and the crush depth. Breathe easy. It looks like I don't know. Hey, Bueller's writing it. Hey, what's up, Travis?
That's what I thought. I was like, dang, that looks like Bueller.
What's up, bro? I know he's writing comics now. This is like something kind of like Alien, maybe only on a submarine or something like that, kind of, sort of. So it might be worth a look-see. Yeah, perhaps, possibly, maybe. I don't know. Just saying. Maybe not. Another one I wanted to see was Power Pals. Sounds great, huh? Power Pals. What the hell is it?
It's right there.
Oh, okay. Absolute. Who the fuck are the Power Pals? Washed up actors Derek and Alex have been best friends ever since playing teen superheroes Swallow and Buzzard in the 90s TV show Power Pals. Wait, you've never seen or heard of it? Don't worry, you're not alone. It was canceled after 3 episodes. But that small taste of fame left them hungry for more, and they've been trying to get back on the Hollywood train ever since. After being fired from their studio security jobs and dropped by their agents, the middle-aged pair decided to don their old costumes and thrust themselves back into the public eye, walking the Hollywood Boulevard alongside the popular cosplayers. When a video of the duo defending tourists from being badgered by a pair of rip-off characters goes viral, the attention inspires them to fight more crime. Hey, but when their low-level crime fighting inadvertently disrupts the plans for a crazed crime boss, their friendship will undergo the ultimate test, and it or they may not survive long enough to enjoy their newfound fame. There it is. And it's written by Dwayne Murray and art's by Amit Rafat. So, any interest in that, you think?
I mean, it sounds kind of cool, but no, I'm good.
It does sound kind of cool. I got a Matt Kent cover. Matt Kent that was one of the covers here. So there you go. Power Pals. You're welcome. All right. Moving on down the list here because we're getting close to the end of the show here. One other LA Strong, just real quick on this one. LA Strong is just basically a thing to benefit the people who lost their homes in the LA fires. It's a Mad Cave joint also. It's got a huge list of people. It's Brian Michael Bendis, Christos Gage, Dan Didio, Daniel Kibblesmith, Frank Thierry, Greg Pak, Jimmy Palmiotti, Jody Hauser. The list goes on. Marv Wolfman. So there's a who's who of people from indie and mainstream comics. And the Prophet 100% of profits will go for the relief efforts for the people. It's a $10 book who were victims of the Los Angeles fires. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's going to want to give a little shine to that. And also, I just want to let you guys know that unlike in previous weeks, where there's a Slim Pickens appearance and there's like nothing to choose from, this was very different. This week, in fact, there were multiple penultimate books. So let's get to those right now.
A double penultimate. This feels against the rules.
I know, right? But hey, what are you gonna do? Fuck, did I lose that thing already? Curses. All right.
Pandemonium. Cats and dogs are living together.
That's insane. All right. That's right. So the first of our penultimate books. That's right.
I saw you skip it.
And I skip it. That's right there.
I saw you go by it so you can come back to it.
You're throwing me off. That's right. Double penultimate. You got it.
No, not you guys, Janet. I don't make any rules around here, Janet. There's one captain of this ship.
Oh,
I'm just along for the ride.
That's not true. You have a huge vote. All right. All right. First time ever. First time ever. I won't say it'll be the last time, but first time ever. Double penultimate books. And the first one of those penultimate books is Out of Alcatraz. And I have a trailer for that book right here. So let's enjoy that first penultimate book. Whoa. All right. The first of our penultimate books is Out of Alcatraz, and it is written by Christopher Cantwell and art by Tyler Crook, who we know from our indie comic. I think is he part of What's the First Place? Or is it Tyler Boss? It's Tyler Boss.
He does Lonesome Doves.
Okay, that's right. Okay. But he's still a very, very cool indie comic writer, artist. Convicts Frank Morris and Clarence Anglin have washed ashore in San Francisco after surviving their infamous escape from Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, also known as the Rock, in June 1962. They soon meet their gruff and disappointed handler, a mysterious young woman who's also running from something, and hope to quickly get their way north to the border, if they can even make it out of Modesto alive. As a dogged federal manhunt and chance encounters threaten their desperate convicts, everyone involved is about to discover the same blood-stained truth. Life on the run is an even more hellish prison than Alcatraz could have ever been.
He said he was stoked till he saw Cantwell. Come on. I don't know Chris Cantwell. I don't know anything about him.
What's up with all the Chris Cantwell hate? There's so many people that said the same thing. So many people. It's something to do with his what does it say, his X-Men work or something like that. What's it down here? Anyway, I think we broke it. It was, I don't know what series it was that he really like the last week. I forget who the artist was. The writer was who was doing his last book ever. It's like, oh, fuck that guy. He's on my shit list. There's a lot of Christopher Cantwell hate out there. I don't know. I'm willing to give it a chance. I mean, the look to me, I mean, it's based on historic events loosely. So it's kind of like historical fiction. I guess it actually is historical fiction because people did actually escape from Alcatraz back in that year. So
allegedly.
Well, they can't find them. They ain't no longer in the prison, so they must have escaped.
They might have died in those waters.
Something happened to them. Yeah, they were called the Rock for nothing. Christopher Cantwell. This is who? This is Oliver Dominguez, Valeria Burso, Tyler Crook, sketchbook variant, mugshot variant. So 1 in 10, and a 1 in 20. Who is this? Massimo Carnevale. And the last one, Hayden Sherman, is a 1 in 50. Okay, so I'm guessing you're passing on it too, just because.
I probably won't see it, but if I see it, I will consider it.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know if I pre-ordered it or not, but I'm willing to give anybody a second chance. I mean, even Christopher Cantwell, who seems to be the most hated man in comics, next to Clayton Crane. All right. All right. So our second, count them, 2 of the Penultimate Books is The Last Boy. This is from Boom Studios. I couldn't decide between these two because they were just, they both had groovy trailers and they both seem like concepts that I would love. So here's the trailer for The Last Boy. Tinkerbell at the end right there. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. And this Batman of Alcatraz, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid, 80s guy. It was like Burt Lancaster, I want to say, is in it. I'm pretty sure. All right, so The Last Boy. The Lost Boys. Years after Peter Pan's adventures with Wendy Darling, the boy who wouldn't grow up is now the last one in Neverland, still clinging to his adventurous youth. Meanwhile, in London, Wendy also yearns for childhood and its freedom from responsibility. I hear that. As she rails against the transition to adulthood and her family expectations. As their desires create a mirror of fantasy and reality, A disastrous encounter with the aging Captain Hook becomes the catalyst for Peter's realization that Neverland is growing up without him. But will the two of them find each other once again to carry on their age-old adventures? Or is this truly the final threshold of their adolescence in this modern take on a classic tale from legendary writer Dan Panosian and rising star artist Alessio Avallone? Yeah, I mean, I love what they have done. By they, I mean Boom Studios with those fairy tales, man. I mean, two of them written by Panosian, Alice Ever After, and this one, The Last Boys, and the other one, Briar. I forget who the writer is on that one, but they're taking these public domain properties and doing some good stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's right there. I mean, Robin Hood, Peter Pan, Sherlock Holmes, it's right there for you. All you gotta do is make a good story and come up with a good concept, get you an artist, and there's some there's some material right there. Was this Escape from Alcatraz with Eastwood? Oh, okay. That was. I forgot about that one too. Okay. Yeah. Mojo, you got a CP time, brother. You should be good and full by now, man. That's good. That's awesome. Yeah. So, I love that. I love the fact that this is going to be a thing, man. And look at that cover. I mean, then there's that's the Panosian cover right there. And this is the one per store one without the trade dress on it. I really hope I can get that one. I really hope I can find that one. Frank, if you're out there, save that one for me, please. I'll pay for it. Yeah, that's a very cool cover. And that the ticking at the end, if I'm not mistaken, didn't the crocodile that ate Captain Hook's hand also have a clock in its gut? Am I making that up? I haven't seen the Peter Pan story in a long time. You remember that?
No. I never really got to see Peter Pan when I was a kid, so I don't know.
Oh, you were abused as a child, my friend. What do you mean you didn't get to see Peter Pan? That's crazy. Lisa Ivanova. This is a 1 in 10. You never saw I remember watching the Mary Martin, I guess it was like a live action Peter Pan. It was this woman, Mary Martin, who played a young boy, Peter Pan, and that was on TV like so many times when I was a kid. I thought like, wow. I saw Peter Pan all the time. In my dreams even, I see Peter Pan. But this is a really cool concept, Peter Pan, The Lost Boys. Who is this? This is Gioni Montez, the anniversary variant, 1 in 20. Yeah, I will be getting both of these. I probably already pre-ordered the Last Boy. I do love it. A lot of you like this one. There's the Nathan Zerdy 616 Tinkerbell, the Tinkerbell variant. Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell was never that cute, I don't think, on TV. Oh yes, I already like that one. Who's excited for Panosian and Avalloni's take on Peter Pan, where he is the last boy in Neverland? I know I am. All right, so you think you might be interested in this one?
Nah, this one's a pass.
Oh, wow. Two, strike one, strike two for you. All right. Well, all right then, my brother. Anybody else?
No, the first one wasn't a strike. The first one was a maybe. I probably won't see it, but if I did see it, it would get strong consideration. But yeah, no, probably not. The cover looks great. It sounds cool, but no.
Did you read Alice Ever After?
I never read that. See, that's the other thing is I didn't read the Briar. I didn't read the Alice Ever After stuff. I didn't really get into it. So
yeah, this I really love what they've done with that, man. So I'm all over this. Yeah, Bobby knows the clock in his belt. I thought so. That's what that ticking was. Yeah, the fucking, because when you hear the ticking, the croc's nearby. That croc could be pretty damn big by now. It bit his hand off years ago. And those crocs get big as hell, especially in fairy tales. So I bet the croc plays a big part in this story. So, anywhoozle, those are your two penultimate books for today, and that will do you. I hope till next week. All right. All right. So coming on down the list. Oh, I put the wrong button again. I pushed the wrong button again. Curses. Curses. All right. Last book I want to take a look at was, what was it? At the bottom of the barrel here. Way down, way past the crowdfunding book. And this one is called Ghost Man. Ghost Man. Great name for a book. From Cosmic Lion Productions. This is Indy. Is he alive or dead? Hero or demon? With the ability to walk through walls and conjure weapons at will, Ghost Man makes vengeance scary. 44, count them, 44 mind-blowing pages on newsprint. $10. Anything? Anybody?
Nah.
No love for Ghost Man? Ghost Man. Well, some people were down with it until like, man, that cover is really grabbing me. If this wasn't $10, I would pull it. Still might though. I don't know. And of course, this negative person at the bottom is like, it better be awesome for $10. I bet their artwork is terrible. Typical indie hater. Well, I don't know if I'll ever see it, and I don't know if I'll pay $10 for it, but it does look interesting. So there you go. Ghost Man, and that's your last book of the night. And with that, I'll put Marcus out of his misery. What happened to our background? Our background died. What happened to our background? We're just floating in blackness now. I don't know what happened. I blame the damn
I still see it.
Do you? I don't see a damn thing. I just see blackness. I don't see
if I see it on the stream still here.
I see it on the stream, but I don't see it on my wow. It's just something that I did in this stupid, scenes thing. I got to straighten it out off camera after the show.
Everybody sees it but you.
I know. Well, that's welcome to my world. All right, that's going to do it for. We ran a little bit long today, but thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for the folks who stopped by. Thanks for the folks who popped in at the end after they had dinner and all that good stuff. And thanks for the people watching on the replay. We love you all. And what do you got going on this week, son?
Same thing as always. They know.
Do they know?
Yeah, they know.
Hey, don't worry about it. You guys are loyal. Well, thanks to everybody. And man, we love you all. And God willing, and the creek don't rise, you damn well be tooting that we'll be back next week. So until then, peace and love, peace and or love. Good night.
We love you, Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.